Experience CBS News.
Next on News 4 at 6, possible black ice, but few red tail lights. We'll have a live report on Colorado's ever-changing weather. Good evening, I'm Teresa Marchetta.
And I'm Bill Stewart. First snow, now really cold weather, and maybe more snow.
Coming up on News 4 at 6, enough snow to get out the snowblower. Will we see more?
Denver's former parking boss speaks for the first time about accusations he fixed his own parking tickets.
And cutting-edge therapy to battle breast cancer. We found it right here in Colorado. News 4 at 6 starts right now.
You're watching Colorado's News Channel. This is News 4 at 6.
Quick burst of blinding snow blows through Colorado. Now there could be more snow ahead. Copter 4 show you this live picture. They've cleared the roads. They're in pretty good shape. Now get ready for possibly more snow and colder, much colder temperatures from here in Frisco, Colorado, all the way to downtown Denver. The temperature is about to hit bottom. Haven't felt anything yet.
Kind of cold it hurts. That's why the Storm Center is on alert tonight. Larry's monitoring things for us. Larry?
Well, it's cold out there right now, and yes, there is more snow, but not much on the way for the Denver metro area later on tonight. There's good news, though, for the mountains. They'll probably get more than that. Let's take a look at temperatures around here at this hour. We're below zero as you get up into the foothills, areas like Moraine Park and Sugarloaf. Off to Bergen Park, they're at 3 degrees, and here in town, that snow isn't going to melt tonight. We have temperatures already in the low teens and single figures. Highlands Ranch is at 5 degrees right now. Now, as for more snow, there'll be a little bit, but here's what we've already collected. Broomfield about 3, and so is Evergreen. Littleton and Estes Park around 4 inches. Those seem to be the biggest marks around the Denver metro area. But you get up into the foothills or make that up into the mountains and the ski areas. They're up into areas where they're going 7, 8 inches at most areas, and Loveland had 10 inches of snow. There'll be more coming for them later in the week, and there'll be more snow for Denver a little bit later tonight. But not much. I'll have that forecast for you a little later.
We'll see in a few minutes, Larry.
Well, the cold temperatures meant that the snow didn't melt on the sidewalks today. Most of us wait for it to melt rather than shovel it, but we were out of luck today. So like these folks up in Fort Collins, we had to get the shovels out. Several school districts canceled their classes today.
And farther south, drivers were spinning their wheels on Bellevue and Cherry Hills. This four-wheel drive van needed a push to get uphill. Snow-packed streets turned to ice under the skidding cars and trucks, and traffic was backed up for miles. Let's check our traffic network right now. Luann Aiken is aloft in Copter 4. How are the roads this hour?
Well, they're pretty good out here, Teresa. In fact, this evening's rush hour bears little resemblance to this morning's drive. This is I-225 near I-70, where we started out the morning drive with a multiple car accident here, and that would just set the tone for the morning. But now, much, much better. City Cam at the Tech Center shows that drive southbound I-25, and even that in the notorious T-Rex Tech Center zone is not doing all that badly. System-wide, you have no major accidents or stalls on the highway as we speak. One more time live, Copter 4 now looking off to the I-70 Havana stretch behind us, and a pretty decent drive. Once again, it is nice to be out when the roads are fairly decent and you don't have a whole lot of company. Back to you.
Does look good, Lou. And keep it right here on News 4. We'll break in with any traffic alerts. Larry will be back with a look at the next system that may bring even more snow.
Tonight, one lawmaker is calling for legislation to end questions about how schools report sex crimes. Denver police say the city school system has delayed reporting alleged criminal activity. They say it's happened at least 3 schools, including Thomas Jefferson. And at Grant Middle School, a student who was allegedly held at knife point. That was never reported, or reported late. The crime there, not reported for days. Then there was another incident at Manual High School. An emergency meeting between 130 principals and the school superintendent and the police chief just broke up. Both the schools and the police want to work together in the students' best interest.
What I stressed in here with the principals was, if there's any doubt, you have to call. We'll make that determination if it's crime or not. You're not wasting our time. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to go to all the breakout meetings and actually see if there's something that the police department can do better to support what the teachers do, too.
The chiefs of police and schools will meet with lawmakers tomorrow to see if they can come up with a solution without any kind of legislation having to be passed.
A former administrator of Denver's parking management agency speaks out tonight about alleged ticket fixing. He says statements the current director, John Oglesby, made about ticket fixing are simply not credible. News 4 investigator Brian Moss first broke the story of how the current parking management director had 5 of his tickets fixed. Tonight, Brian has obtained the actual tickets.
There are 5 tickets, all issued to the SUV driven by parking management director John Oglesby. We obtained them through an open records request. All 5 were dismissed. Fines from $15 to $60 that Oglesby was liable for were never paid. That at the same time that Oglesby demanded his agents ticket city cars parked illegally. 5 tickets written by 5 different agents.
I probably have reviewed 10,000 or more parking ticket cases.
Tom Riley was assistant director of parking management for 5 years. We asked him to analyze Oglesby's tickets.
My conclusion from this is that this is a valid parking ticket. This ticket appears to be valid. There's no identifiable cause to dismiss this ticket. And again, there's no apparent reason to dismiss this ticket. Not a single technical problem in any one of these tickets. These all appear to be valid tickets.
John Oglesby says, to the best of his recollection, he thinks he got all 5 of those parking tickets in this area, right near the city-county building, in an area where official city vehicles are allowed to park, but only for 30 minutes. There's room for about 5 city cars to park in the alley. Next to it, though, is a towaway zone. 4 of Oglesby's 5 tickets were for TAZ, parking in a towaway zone. Tom Riley says those facts undermine Oglesby's recollection of where he parked.
Concluding looking at the judgments of 5 officers, I'd have to say the statement that he was parked there is simply not credible.
Riley suspects Oglesby parked repeatedly in the towaway zone and was caught. For his part, Oglesby now says he did not think he was acting improperly. He plans to pay the fines for those 5 tickets. Brian Moss, News 4.
And the city says its investigation into Oglesby's tickets should be completed within 2 weeks. If you have a story idea for the News 4 investigators, you could call or email them. The tip line number is 303-863-TIPS, or fill out a form on our website at KCNC-News4.com.
An effort to reduce close encounters between people and black bears now moves on to the state Senate. The House gave final approval today to a bill that permits the hunting of problem black bears outside the spring bear season. The plan allows the State Division of Wildlife to issue a limited number of permits when the department identifies problem bears. Colorado's Department of Agriculture has begun slaughtering 900 domestic elk. All are suspected of being exposed to chronic wasting disease. Hope is euthanizing the animals will stop the spread of the deadly brain disease. Crews will bury the elk on a ranch near Stoneham in Morgan County. The roar of the lion will be heard in Denver after all. That's because box office workers for The Lion King have settled their labor dispute with management. Crews began unloading props and costumes for the April debut of The Lion King today. News 4's Greg Moody is live at the Denver Center of the Performing Arts, so I guess the show will go on for now, Greg.
It certainly will. You know, from what I've been told, the threatened strike by the box office workers against Denver Center management will not take place. They came to a tentative agreement today. They're supposed to vote on it tonight, and everybody thinks they will accept it. So, The Lion King will go on as planned, and it started loading in today. What they started unloading, first 3 of 26 trucks that are going to be unloaded were unloaded today. Over the next 6 weeks, the stage of the Buell will become the African Pride Lands. Fly rigging went in today. Background should arrive later this week. Major set pieces, costumes, and props all over the next 3 weeks, and the cast should be in just before opening to work on it all. What they've got going right now, they're setting up, these are called cloud scrims. There's a lighter one up front, and in the back you see a darker one for both white clouds and storm clouds approaching. They're also setting up some of the pre-rigging for lights. So it's slow to go yet. They're just getting started. But over the course of the next few weeks, News 4 will be there to give you your backstage pass to The Lion King. We'll show you all of this as it finally becomes Disney's Lion King. Guys, back to you.
We'll look for your reports, Greg. Thanks.
All right.
A little-known procedure can make a big difference in a woman's battle against cancer.
Coming up, Colorado on the cutting edge of health technology and why every woman should know about this one.
And 3 Avalanche players are coming back to Colorado with gold medals. Mark has that coming up in sports.
You're watching Colorado's News Channel, News 4 at 6.
Let the Pizzone revolution begin. The new Pizzone from Pizza Hut. The pizza you eat like a sandwich. It's mozzarella cheese and tantalizing toppings. Sandwich calzone style. $5.99 or have a Pizzone party. 2 for $10.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Bring it home.
See, I've been manufacturing sofas for over 30 years. I know what it costs to make a sofa. It's silly to pay $3,000 for a sofa. Right now at American, we've got some really nice high-style sofas, and it doesn't cost you a fortune. People work hard for their money, and when they buy from us, they really get something to show for it. At American, you're not going to pay more, but you're going to get more.
It's a device about the size of a pencil point, but it's making a big impact on women with breast cancer. Doctors are using the device in a procedure done right here in Colorado.
And this procedure is putting Colorado on the cutting edge. Dr. Dave Knight is here to tell us about it. This can not only, I guess, save a woman's life, but her breast as well.
Very much so. And I got to tell you, University of Colorado Health Sciences Center, just one of 10 centers in the country doing this new procedure. And the idea here is to limit the amount of radiation a woman is treated with after breast cancer surgery. And the research shows this new technique may be a winner.
When the diagnosis is breast cancer, many women try to avoid a total mastectomy. Instead, they opt for removal of the cancerous lump, a lumpectomy, and follow that with radiation. But radiation can be a little rough and time-consuming.
Standard radiation takes about 6 weeks.
But a new technique called brachytherapy may offer an alternative that looks to be just as safe, just as effective, and a lot quicker. Here's how it works. Instead of using radiation on the entire breast, thin catheters are inserted into the area where the tumor was removed. Twice a day for 5 days, a small radioactive seed is placed in the catheter where it travels to where the tumor used to be. This powerful localized radiation hopefully kills off any remaining hidden cancer cells. Overall, brachytherapy is a lot quicker, 5 days versus 6 weeks. It may be a little safer since the radiation is very localized. The heart, lungs, and other healthy tissues don't get exposed to any radiation.
Regular radiation treats the entire breast.
Brachytherapy is also more convenient, especially for women who live in rural areas and can't travel for the 6 weeks of radiation. And no radiation means no lumpectomy.
The only other choice these women would have would be to have a mastectomy or removal of the breast.
And finally, it allows women to start their chemotherapy earlier and therefore complete their total treatment a lot more quickly.
Overwhelmingly, my patients that have chosen to get brachytherapy said they would do it again. They found it extremely convenient. They can move on with their lives.
This treatment is not for every breast cancer patient, but the only way to find out is to ask your doctor.
Now, the idea of using little radioactive seeds to treat cancer is not new. It's actually been used for decades to treat prostate cancer, and very successfully at that. I got to tell you, though, it's very important that women ask their doctors about this procedure and actually other procedures, because in this day and age, I hate to say it, but there still are doctors who don't like to do lumpectomies. They still say mastectomy is the only way to go.
Get all that tissue out.
Get all the options you can so you can have options. There's nothing like being able to make a decision.
This is an exciting option as well.
It's a great option.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Dave. Dr. Dave also gave us a phone number for more on this, and we'll share that with you in just a few minutes. And Dr. Dave will be back with us tomorrow to show us why Colorado is on the cutting edge with a depression patch. And on Wednesday, he'll have new hope for patients with spinal cord injuries.
Looked like a scene from the old television show Northern Exposure today, but it wasn't Alaska. It was Evergreen. Larry's up next with the weather.
Honey?
Go away.
What? Did I forget your birthday?
No.
Our anniversary. Did you find that thing I buried? Did I insult your mother?
No.
Well, what did I do wrong?
You live next door, Mr. Oliver.
Haven't been home much? Slow down with Boston Market. And now try our delicious quarter dark chicken meal with not just 2, but 3 sides and cornbread for just $4.99. Boston Market. Slow down.
When Colorado weather changes, we'll make sure our forecast is accurate and easy to understand. Our commitment is keeping you ahead of the storm.
Oh, honey, look. They're beautiful.
Well, which would you pick?
Oh, I don't know. I love them all.
Got a passion for seafood?
Then you're gonna love Gorton's new improved grilled fillets. 7 different flavors, each with just 3 grams of fat, like our mouth-watering lemon pepper fillets, specially seasoned for a delicious tangy kick. Hey, love Grant. Gorton's grilled fillets.
It's the little things that make life better, like Commercial Federal's free checking. We make it a little easier, a little faster, a little friendlier, a little more convenient, and a little more accessible, day or night. Right now, get free checking and we'll make it better with a free gift. Choose a 60-piece tool set with convenient carrying case or a handy Toastmaster food chopper. Commercial Federal, better banking every day.
At times like this, take a break. Enjoy an amazing meal. You'll find something spectacular at IHOP. Our hearty, delicious skillets. They're filled with big, bold ingredients and topped with breakfast favorites like ham and bacon. A taste so big, it's like nothing you've had before. IHOP skillets, a wonderful way to treat yourself at breakfast, lunch, dinner, anytime. Anytime's a good time for IHOP.
Larry's in with the weather. You think it's cold now.
Wait till I take your coat away.
Oh, it's 8 degrees now.
Yeah, it's cooled off another 2 degrees in the last few minutes around here. Clear skies for now. That'll allow the temperature to fall very quickly. But later on, I think the cloudiness will come back. Here's a view from Storm Tracker now, and that is snow out in Kansas right now. I'll get out of the way of that bullseye for you. Here in Colorado, everything's under the radar screen that's even making snow right now, and I think that's going to be the way it is later on tonight. We probably won't see it showing up on Storm Tracker, but you may see it in your own backyard. Let's take a look at the facts around here today. First of all, a full moon going for us tonight. This is the view from our city cam at the Denver Public Library. Our high today, 28 degrees. Don't be deceived by all of that, though, because that was about midnight. 24 for the airport, and that was about 2 a.m. 5 and 2 for the overnight lows last night after the cold front came through. We're at 8 downtown, 5 at the airport, southeast wind 5, humidity at 86% in the pressure, 3036. Very high and very steady for right now. So let's take a look at some of the current temperatures around the nation. We're right in the middle of the very cold air, stretching all the way up into North Dakota and Montana tonight. But you factor in the wind, and it feels a whole lot colder. 32 below at Bismarck and 31 below in the Billings area, and below zero feels like temperatures off to the east of us. Around the state, well, it's pretty cold at Akron, 31 below on the wind chill, 28 below at Burlington, and 27 below in Lyman. That's the way it's going to be most of the night tonight. Here goes our old storm system moving out into the plains over into Kansas. Didn't drop a lot of snow, but it sure caused a lot of havoc around the metro area this morning. It's a stationary front parked up against the Continental Divide, a little warmer over on the western side of the Continental Divide. And then by Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's tomorrow, the high pressure really gets here, and that's the coldest of the air. And off to the north of us, a little bit more in the way of snow, trying to work its way down here by Wednesday. Tonight, the lows will be dropping below zero, way below zero in the foothills to the west, and out on the plains close to zero. Lyman will be 7 below, and Castle Rock about 4 degrees below zero. Then tomorrow, the highs, not very high, teens and 20s off to the west of us. Fort Morgan will make it to about 20, Lyman 18, and Castle Rock 16 degrees. And then for tomorrow, look for temperatures to be anywhere up to 40 degrees in the western valleys. Vail will be about 16 in the mountains, and out on the plains, teens and 20s, low 20s at that. For Denver tonight, snow showers could get it up to an inch, might have less. 0 for an overnight low downtown, below 0 at the airport. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 21 degrees for a high, 32 on Wednesday. Golly, what a warm-up. 38 on Thursday, and then not even back to normal for this time of the year in the next 5 days. Chance for snow Wednesday night and Thursday night. Those will be small chances around here, just like they've been all year long.
Yeah. This is not a pretty week.
No.
It hasn't been a pretty winter either. It's we haven't had enough snow. Just need some.
True.
Yeah.
I'll put in for that.
All right.
Earlier, we promised you a telephone number on brachytherapy.
And here it is. You'll want to call the CU Health Sciences Center. That number's on your screen, 720-848-0100.
4 members of the Avalanche were on the ice yesterday for the Olympic gold medal game. Patrick Waugh was not one of them. Does he have any regrets about missing the Canadian gold medal? That's ahead in sports.
Then all new at 10 tonight, a controversial plan for the future of Denver. Could it control growth? Find out on News 4 at 10.
I believe the coolest stuff should be simple and affordable.
It's AT&T Broadband. 3 great services from one simple connection.
Cool.
For starters, there's AT&T Digital Cable.
I believe having more channels means having more of what I want to watch.
Then there's AT&T Broadband Internet.
I believe I should leave my dial-up modem in the dust.
Then choose AT&T Digital Phone Service.
I believe I should never have to say, get off the phone again.
So log on now to attbroadband.com.
I believe I will.
AT&T Broadband. Believe in it.
Or we can call it parme carne lasagna.
How about carne parmaloni? Mamma Strio.
That's good too. Works for me.
Introducing Mama's Trio from Macaroni Grill. Our homemade lasagna, hand-rolled cannelloni, and chicken parmigiano together at last. Macaroni Grill. Life is delicious.
So smart.
Something extraordinary is coming to Amoco. It will change your gasoline buying experience, but it won't change your gasoline. You'll still be able to buy the same Amoco gasoline you've always bought. But the environment in which you buy it will be brighter, smarter, more inviting than ever before. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. BP, going beyond.
Purchasing power. Ed Bozarth. 5 cities, 2 states gives you huge GM purchasing power. To help get your new year rolling right now, you can get $2,002 bonus cash and low GMAC financing on every 2002 Chevrolet in stock. Customer service. The Ed Bozarth agencies are rated #1 year after year for the past 5 years. Award-winning reputation. They've earned the Elite Award, Genuine Leaders Award, Mark of Excellence. Trust. Ed Bozarth, the most trusted name in automobiles. Ed Bozarth Chevrolet. Visit us at either location, 2001 South Havana or 3 blocks west of Park Meadows Mall on County Line Road.
We've expanded. Once again, Woodley's Fine Furniture is growing. This time we've expanded our Fort Collins showroom. And to celebrate, we're having a sale at all 7 Woodley's locations. Choose from furniture for every room in your home. Many of you are already familiar with Woodley's quality home furnishings. And with our grand expansion sale, there's no better time than now to buy and save. Visit a Woodley's showroom and compare. There really is a difference.
Mark's here with sports. Kind of tough to know who to root for, but
yeah, well, I think as
guys.
Americans, we were rooting for the Americans, but it was a good hockey game. And, you know, up in Canada, had they lost, they'd have really been depressed. Here it was, okay, let's go to the movies. So just how quickly, specifically the 4 Avs who played in that gold medal game, how quickly can they shift back into NHL style from the international hockey? I mean, Joe Sakic doesn't appear to have a problem with either one. The reigning league MVP added his Olympic MVP with a pair of goals yesterday. And as Gary Miller reports, a pair of goals that could have torn the Avs locker room apart. Well, not really.
He fell down. Sakic breaks for the net. All alone. He scores!
Joe Sakic's second goal Sunday put the gold medal game away, much to the dismay of one of his teammates back home.
So when Joe's going in on that breakaway, you saying to yourself or out loud, fall down, Joe, fall down.
Yeah, you know, somewhere deep, because he already had his goal, you know. He was playing well, so he didn't really have to score that extra one.
The other day you were talking about how you guys were going to kind of stay neutral because of the way the locker room is.
Well, you know, you got to say that to be polite for Chris Drury before the game, but it's a good rivalry, you know. Win or lose, you know, we still would have had fun.
There were 4 Avs in the championship game, but Patrick Waugh was not among them. He chose to spend the last 2 weeks watching his son play hockey rather than play for Canada. Waugh told us today, though, he has no regrets, and he is thrilled that his country won the gold.
I was very happy to see the Canadian winning this, their gold medal, and I really mean it.
The game is over! Canada reigns supreme!
With the Avs, Gary Miller, News 4 Sports.
Sure, Patrick's happy because if the Canadians lost, they'd be blaming it on him for not being there. Now, the Avs Olympians were not required to be at practice today. They deserve at least 1 day off, don't you think? But the rest have been practicing now for a couple of days, preparing for the stretch run of the schedule that'll really be compressed. A lot of games in a short amount of time to get ready for the games that really matter.
22 games left. We have to approach the final stretch with like a real positive attitude. Like we have some big games, we'll have some big road games in those 22 games, and we want to start playing playoff hockey.
So the new look Nuggets performed much like the old look Nuggets. Nothing different was really expected. But what was different, even in last night's loss to the Hawks, there wasn't a lot of complaining afterwards, except that they need to work a lot more together and get used to each other. A nice change from get me out of here.
Yeah, I'm looking for some practice time, getting to know everybody, and you know, just knowing what's going on out there. Because I made some key turnovers tonight, and if I didn't make no key turnovers, we probably would have won the game.
Not like Nick, who would have blamed it on someone else. Larry Walker missed his third straight day of practice today in Tucson. The medical term is upper respiratory infection. By the way, Denny Nagel starts the first exhibition game on Friday. Now, the defending champs lost a big weapon this morning. Matt Williams, who seems to always get hurt during spring training, broke his leg and dislocated his ankle just fielding ground balls. He'll miss 6 weeks, at least. And finally, they all left with their own Olympic memory from Salt Lake City. Just Team Canada's Owen Nolan won't have a hard time remembering his. Had the home video camera going for the gold medal ceremony yesterday for Team Canada and was smart enough to pass it on to his teammate Steve Yzerman so he could get his own medal presentation on tape. You notice how he just casually turned to his own camera and
yes,
posed?
mugging for his own camera.
That'll look good when he shows it to the kids.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Now we'd like you to meet a group of school students.
Young boys and girls from Colorado Christian School, they visited News 4 this morning and said the two things they liked most were meeting Ed Green and seeing themselves on television, but not necessarily in that order.
Thanks for watching News 4.
We'll see you at 10.
Closed captioning for this broadcast is made possible by News 4, an American furniture warehouse.
Thank you.